Welcome to Sailing via Frida og Visby. We left our hectic business life to go sailing with Frida og Visby and our cat Lisa. Our goal for the spring 2021 is to reach the Mediterranean Sea. Welcome to Sailing via Frida og Visby. In this episode we will look at La Coruña, or A Coruña as it's called in Galicia. And we will sail along the coast of death, Costa Morte, to Murcia. If you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe and hit the little bell button. This is our spot in La Coruña. Very nice harbor. Club Nautico. It is warm. I have my thick sweater on and it's way too warm. I got off the pontoon. The fire brigade was taking off in their boat. I hope it's just an exercise. White Swedish flag. And there is number 2 and number 3. Now we are going to a restaurant for the first time in months. And we are waiting for Robert.
Men att vi skulle behöva åka så långt för att få en öl. Ja, var inte det lite onödigt?
Men de seglar mycket bättre än oss.
This is the other side of La Coruña, the seaside. Lovely walk over here. Past the statue of Hercules. Statue. I really like this statue, and there are several cool modern statues like this one in La Coruña. Cute. I think my morning walk has been long enough. It's time to head back to the boat. There was a lot of those fish in the harbor, so I joked with Anders and called them mini sharks.
Pizza. Enjoying sitting there? Watch activities in the harbor? It's a fantastic sunshine today. So I better go down and finish my YouTube video so we can go on a little back tour. Hello, my darling.
Hello!
Hello. Here we sit at a seafood restaurant and we got some beers. Perfect. We asked for a small salad to start with. I don't know if I call this small, but it's definitely salad.
Redan bara eller?
Han sa att det här var Hercules-platta. Jag är lite, där är krabban, men var är
Resten då?
After eating the crab, we got mussels.
Mussels.
So now we are getting strong.
Exactly.
Here's the shrimps, le prawns and... det ser inte dåligt ut.
Gott.
This was really indeed a fantastic meal. We was a bit confused in the beginning because we only got one dish at a time, but it was lots of food and it was delicious. I love to walk around in a narrow street and look at all those beautiful old houses. After a couple of days, we decided to rent a car and drive to Santiago de Compostela.
The menu?
Menu. Thank you.
Menu English, very good.
Jag har, nej, men jag har en sån läsare någonstans här där.
Visste du inte hur det funkar? Det var varmt.
Ja, det vet vi.
Lunch. Santiago de Compostela. Här är nog själva kyrkan här.
This is the goal if you walk the pilgrim path, Santiago de Compostela. And if you walk at least 100 kilometers, you can get a certificate by the monks. They were doing maintenance work on the church, so we could not go in, but we walked around it and it's huge. It's an amazing building. Look at all those details.
Hej älskling.
Hej! Här är vi ute på smågård.
I Santiago de Compostela. Ja. Då är ju frågan vart Rua do Preguntorio kom. Väg. Frågans väg.
Är det här frågans väg?
Det här är frågans väg, så den får vi gå.
Den måste vi fråga.
Den frågar inte vart den leder.
plats att sitta på.
Ja, där är en båt där.
Det var den vi såg. Ja. Det är rätt högt.
Det är rätt högt. Men ser ni att man ser botten?
Riktigt bra. Här uppe står vi. Ja.
Vart tog Anders vägen? Han har plockat fram den stora.
This is the point that the Roman thought was the most western point in the world. Therefore they call it Fistera, meaning end of land. The most westerly point of mainland Europe is actually Cabo da Roca in Portugal. Despite we now know that this is not the end of the world, as the Roman thought, we enjoyed to sit here and enjoy the spectacular views in this restaurant. It is truly beautiful here, and we was here on a fantastic day.
Neighbor has a problem with the window smelt. So.
Si hasta Santa Claus conseguís llegar, otro personaje correcto.
Ja, det är inte mat mer än till imorgon.
Hur ska vi klara oss på det här?
Det är grymt. Det ser så gott ut.
Looks great. This is tapas, Galician way, and with Estrada Galicia.
Perfect.
Paying for our lovely lunch. What a place!
Thank you.
Hej Litsingen, ska du hjälpa till?
Batterislut.
Ska du hjälpa Matte sy? Ja.
Gitte håller på och syr och Litsa håller på och hjälper till. Plockar upp ner med. Gitte håller på och syr. Och ser du henne?
This is the closest Gadis supermarket, about 600 meters from the harbor in La Coruña.
We are going on a little bike tour to the Hercules Tower here in La Coruña. Ahí está Aqua. Där såg jag också spännande ut. Jag misstänkte att vi hoppade, va?
Militärskepter.
Ja, just det. Vilket landskap! We are at the Military History Museum. Anders is trying to make Google Translate to work because all the signs are in Spanish.
Spanish one. Swedish Bofors Carl Gustaf. I also tested one. It's like this long and this is thicker. It's to kill tanks when you're a foot soldier.
Okay.
Different. This is how it looks like 1788 to 1792, and this is current.
Ah, so that's how it looks now. So they have changed the lighthouse
Yeah.
at the top.
And this is an even older version. And this is the first version.
You can still see those quite clearly, and I wondered why they had those diagonal. Now we have been at the Military Museum. It was quite interesting. They had quite a lot to look at, and a good way to spend a rainy day. We are planning for our trip to Muxia from La Coruña, and Anders has just opened Predict Wind.
Yep, so let's say that we're going to start where we are, here, and we're going to end at Muxia, it's over here, and we want to start tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And we have nothing really to avoid, so let's let it do its job.
The distance is about 50 nautical miles.
Yeah, and here is based on the different weather that they are estimated from the different companies or organizations. Here's how the different ideas on how we should go.
Time for us to leave La Coruña and continue our path south. We have really enjoyed it here in La Coruña, but today, after a little bit more than 2 weeks, we will leave our nice spot over there and sail to Muxia. Ooh, a little bit of a roller coaster, but nice sailing weather. And in there,
Except that it's great in our nose.
yes, the wind is coming directly at us, and the waves as well. And it will be like this about half of the trip, and then we will turn a little bit to the Atlantic side of it with the beach, and over there is the sorry, the waves are so big that the gimbal can't really cope with it. Over there is the Hercules Tower, which is, if I remember correctly, the second oldest and the second tallest lighthouse in Spain, due to that it's placed so high on the hill. That was a big one. Så då ska vi kanske sitta putt i Muxia imorgon, så hinner jag handla och vi hinner se lite. Vad säger du om det?
Ja.
Ja.
Det ser ut som det blir så.
Egentligen gör det inte så mycket. Quite a lot of fishing vessels. Här är någonting. Jag har den ungefär vid vantet. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Sun is up, the waves are getting lower and lower. They're still over 2 meters.
But they are flaking out, so they are wider and not so steep.
The wind has picked up a little. It's like 8 knots, something like that now, but it's absolutely straight against us.
Yeah.
Con información meteorológica para aguas costeras, escuche en Vigo Radio del Canal B.
Anders has ordered, and he got some pasta through the coffee. It's a tradition among hikers. But when they are done Compostela, Santiago de Compostela trip, and they finish their final destination, they leave their shoes. So in this part of Spain, you find shoes all over. And there is the harbor. There you can see Frida. It's so amazing.
Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. In the next episode we will continue in the Galicias Rias to Muros.